The secretary came with a sense of urgency. Sir, Kamal wants to meet you again. What does he want? Annoyingly questioned the CEO of the company. John is a 45-year-old, well educated gentleman, passed out from IIT and afterwards completed his management degrees from one of the top business schools. He gained his experience for many years in infra companies. He started building his own company 10 years back. With some government connections, he built this toll bridge company. His business flourished within 5 years. The money that toll bridge business was generating, he started many businesses. John muttered silently, "This Kamal fellow, he's good, he's honest, but he is annoying. He keeps on repeating same thing again. I mean, they are useful, but there is not. He should not repeat things like this." Anyway, with all his irritation, he said, "Okay, send him in." Kamal entered into the cabin of his boss. He told, "Sir, I am sincerely telling you that our toll bridge requires some repair work." "So what?" John told with some irritation. "I cannot go for the repair right now. You know that two projects are happening presently and we need money. And you are telling that the repair will require at least 1 day to break the parts that requires repair, and then you need another 7 to 8 days to build it up. So it's a pretty much 8 days of revenue loss." John said. "How can the company will bear the burden at present point of time?" "Sir, you told this the same thing last year." Kamal said this with a firm voice. John told, "Okay, let's do one thing. You come after 3 days." Kamal told, "Sir, you are avoiding the repair work, and as your maintenance engineer of the bridge, very much worried, because you and I both know that when the bridge will break down, if it at all, it will break down suddenly." The conversation pretty much ends here. Kamal left the office and John started doing his other activities. Today, John do not want to spend any more time in the office. Today is his anniversary, and this time he did not forget. So he need to buy a gift for his wife, and he needs to go back to his home at earliest. A party is arranged. "Congratulations, John. Today's party was great," said by one of the local public leader congratulating John for a great party. The party was really great, and John is satisfied with the services provided by the caterers and the event management company. He returned to his bed. He woke up suddenly as his phone was ringing at 2 a.m. It is thunderstorming outside. He picks up the phone. With a voice of irritation, he said, "What happened now?" From the other side of the phone, with a trembling voice, Kamal told, "Sir, the toll bridge has broken down into the river." "What?" John said. He would have been less shocked if a lightning bolt would have fallen into his room on his head. "What are you saying?" John said. Kamal repeated, "Sir, our toll bridge has been broken into the river." John is shocked. He is trembling. His heart is pounding. He is sweating. He is feeling breathless. He is feeling as if he will fall down. He will lose his consciousness. He held himself up and started thinking the consequences. This toll plaza is an important source of his company's income. From this income, he was building an empire. He realized that he cannot do anything now. He realized that the repair will now take months. He realized the bridge is broken by fractions on a daily basis. It is not broken suddenly, but due to lack of repair work, it just now scattered into pieces, and he cannot do anything about it. 5 days from this, the TV news came. A billionaire is not a billionaire anymore. He has to return his money to the banks. He has to return the project cost to the investors. And he's bankrupt. And this billionaire is John himself. John was feeling helpless, but it was too late. He knows it is too late. He cannot live a life of failure. He decided to end his life with all frustrations. John, what are you doing? Wake up. John wake up in a state of confusion. What happened? What happened? I mean, what I am doing here? His wife consoled him. We had a great party last night. Remember? You were talking something in dreams. John said to himself, "Oh my God, thank God it was a dream." What happened? His wife asked. But John did not bother. He prepared himself for the office at earliest. He entered into his room and called the Kamal in his chamber. He immediately passed the order. Kamal, go ahead, stop all the traffic if required for 8 days. If required, do it for 10 days. Do the repair work now. Kamal told, to repair, I need to break the bridge first. Within a day or two. And then I need another 7 to 8 days of work to repair. And this should happen every quarterly, sir. John said with positive affirmation. Kamal, I must tell you, repair and regeneration work cannot be avoided. Maintenance should be done. To maintain, you need to break it first. Break it and then do proper maintenance work. And for that, our company loses some money. It's okay for the short term, but that is very, very good for our long-term future. Kamal smiled and said, Thank you, sir. Thank you for understanding. He left. We should understand the importance of exercise and sleep in our daily life. When we do exercise, we break our muscles. We bring dopamine and growth hormone, which are good for our motivation and health. We increase our metabolism. Then when we sleep, the regenerations and repair happens. Thus, the sleep as well as the exercise are very important. No matter how important works you are doing in your life, no matter how urgency you have of your time, you need to regenerate and rejuvenate on a regular basis. Never underestimate the importance of regeneration.